everyone, and welcome to another video. This is the first video of a series that I'm going to start doing, and I got the idea completely from Rogues08 who put it, and I thought, wow, that is a really good idea. That's something that I want to implement on my channel, and the idea is scent of the week. Instead of doing individual scent of the day videos every week or every 2 weeks, I'm basically going to do a video highlighting some of the fragrances that I wore and the different scenarios that I wore them in, why that I wore them, and just wanted to make it kind of like a quick update, if you will, of the fragrances. So it kind of ties back together with my seasonal top X of the season, basically. So I think it'll be a good idea, but we'll see how it goes, and I want to see your feedback for what you guys think it is. So this past week was a pretty busy week for me in terms of work. I was getting in at 6, 7 a.m. and leaving at 7 p.m. And I had a couple of social events sprinkled in, so it was pretty, I guess you could say, varied on that. So Monday I actually had a lot of work and an event that I had to go to for volunteering, basically. And so what I chose to wear was Boss Bottled or Boss 6. And I chose to wear it because, I figured it would actually do well in longevity, which it actually did, and it would be soft by the time I got to that meeting at around 7 p.m. And it did absolutely fantastic for that. Didn't necessarily get me any compliments for the day, but yeah, I thought it did pretty well, Boss Bottled. The next fragrance I want to highlight is coming I wore on Wednesday, I believe it was. I had a dinner, and I met for drinks with some people, had a dinner. I ended up wearing for the day Spice and Wood. I chose Spice and Wood because I think it's a very nice smelling scent, and it kind of suffers, or not suffers, but it kind of is low key to an extent, and that's kind of what I wanted to attribute for most of the day. And on top of that, most of the day I actually had a lot of meetings where I was up close and personal with people, and I didn't want to really be in their face, so I chose Spice and Wood, and that's what I wore. Let's see, Friday, well, the day before yesterday, I had the same thing, work, but after work we were supposed to be going on a I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with the New York area, but it's New York, or the way Manhattan is. It's Manhattan, it's got the Hudson River, and then it's got the East River on the other side. Anyways, we had this boat tour going from the Hudson River, and it's this boat, not necessarily tour, sorry, boat bar. And so you board the boat at like 6:45, it leaves at 7, and comes back at 8, and it just kind of does this circle, or just this, goes up the Hudson, turns around, comes back, and goes there. And, you go for drinks, eat a little bit on there, a little bit of finger food, and after that we were supposed to go to a bar, which is what we did. Anyways, I wore M7 that day, and I thought it did extra well just because it competed really well against the sea air, against the smell of that, oceany, rivery air coming off, and it lasted pretty much throughout the night. It became more of a skin scent, especially when we got to the second bar, but I thought it did extremely well overall, and it did get compliments. M7 was a compliment getter, not only from my girlfriend, but from other people who were around me. I got one extra compliment from it, so pretty good, I would say, for the day, M7. And yesterday, we actually rented a car and went out east on Long Island, went to, I think there was this art show, jazz, and wine tasting, and so that's what we did. Drank a bunch of wine, saw a bunch of cool art exhibits. Becky got something as well from there, and there was a live band. A lot more happened from there, but the point was more Pure Malt. And Pure Malt, I went heavy on this one. I did a lot of sprays. I think I went like 6 or 7 sprays on this, just because I was expecting not to come back during the day. Becky loved it. People actually there loved it. Small little tangent, but I met some other guy who is part of this, him and his wife are part of this, philanthropic organization, and long story short, but we got into a conversation on fragrance. He smelled this fragrance and was like, wow, that's a great fragrance, and I hooked him up with what the name of it was, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But anyways, that's the fragrances that I'm going to highlight that I wore this week. Let me know kind of what you were wearing this week, and in what scenario that you wore it for. All right, thank you guys, take care of yourselves, and you guys have a great day.